John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, the way he's been throwing this year, definitely in the running for the Cy Young Award. You talk to people in baseball circles, they're mentioning his name among the leaders for this award. I can't wait to watch him throw in this one.
Lester's ready. Here's the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Hayward. He's got it one away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Steve, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, guys, I think this team just strikes out way too much. They're in the top 1/3 of the league. You've got to stay aggressive at the plate, but you also need to shift their focus to making contact and being more productive in 2-strike counts.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Well, kind of strangely, Holiday has a bit of a reputation for rewarding the high strike. And that can really upset the hitters sometimes because the pitcher isn't usually trying to throw it there. So we'll see if any of that shows up.
On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Joey Votto will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important for up there.
And another foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Reds are down in. Raisel Iglesias, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the
200 innings this year. He's been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, you know, a key guy for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's got an even 60 long balls on his stat line coming into this one, which is absolutely amazing. And I'll tell you, it's just been so fun watching him swing it this year. It seems like he's doing something great just about every game.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Mesoraco recovers. Anthony Rizzo will get his first opportunity here. Currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
He's having just a great season, but it's so hard to lead all 3 categories. He's not even in the top 5 in average.
And he's no doubt searching for a ground ball here as this sinker dips below the knees. It's 1-0. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Boy, you think he looks dialed in? How about 2 strikeouts and then a good pitch right there to get ahead of the number 3 hitter?
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, these guys arguably have the most enjoyable second baseman to watch in the entire game. Brandon Phillips.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Cubs. After 1, Jay Bruce will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Lester into his motion. Here's the 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
And that is not good.
And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times out after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Bryant is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 6th.
Scott Schebler will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Tommy La Stella will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Tommy La Stella.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit out towards second. Phillips is up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting 6th.
Addison Russell will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 1, here's the pitch. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
And this is a spot where, to me, you don't need to play home run derby here. I mean, if your last name is Pujols or Fielder, maybe. But for a guy like this, you just try to get on base and give your guys a chance to drive you in.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Now, people have described this guy as throwing a heavy sinker. Would you guys agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to explain why that's the case, but it's true. When you run into a guy with a good sinker and lots of movement on it, it just feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. The ball just doesn't go anywhere.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Zach Cozart will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Hit to short. Russell has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting 8. Third baseman, number 3.
Ivan De Jesus Jr. will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He's getting a lot of outs right now because he's attacking the hitters. He's not dancing around the zone.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Lester has his target. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Raisel Iglesias will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. One pitch is a sinker taken for a strike. 1-2. And look out. Now that ran in and got him. And intentional or not, you do not want to be hitting pitchers out there.
Number 9. Jose Peraza.
Drilled down the line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive. Still 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Oh, he just about found the back door with that one. Just maybe an inch or 2 away.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Reds leave 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
Leading off for the Cubs. Pitcher,
John Lester digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. And that's in there for strike 1. Smoke the other way. High and deep to left. Schebler going back on it. Still going back. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And maybe a chance for our first run. He's in with a leadoff double.
Nearly a great play out left. You'll see him jump for this ball and not quite be able to pull it in. That's going to get over his head and wind up a double.
First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now. No one out with a runner at second. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's one gone in the inning. Jason Hayward will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
Yeah, and he went down on 3 straight pitches, so he didn't put up much of a fight in that at-bat. Looking for a better one right here.
And a slider tails outside for ball one. Pulled toward right center field. Bruce has it in his tracks. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as internet sensation Dat Dude Brandon Phillips gets set to lead off the Cincinnati half of the inning. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
High and deep to left center field. Baez going back on it to the track, to the wall. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. And he's getting close with that home run. He's just 1 away from number 200 for his career.
Well, this is not a number that's going to put him among the all-time greats or anything. But there are so many players out there, both current and former major leaguers, who'd love to say they had 200 dingers. Heck, I only hit 19.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber giving chase. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Jay Bruce digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Schwarber racing back, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. Number 21 for him on the season, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Sent on the ground out to second. LaStella has it on to first, and there are 2 down.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Into the box, Scott Schebler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
All right.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run.
The Chicago fourth.
Anthony Rizzo is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for...
Oh, meanwhile, how about that for a play? Laying out to take away a hit. Wow.
And I have no idea how this ball doesn't end up being a base hit. This seemed destined for center field, but look at the effort there at full stretch to bring this ball in. We may go a whole month without seeing a better play than that one.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 54 thus far. And that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Peraza ranging back. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Addison Russell is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
Hard hit ball to second. Phillips is there. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. But the Cubs do get one. Zach Cozart heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Got him.
Well, there's no question this guy's got to be in the running for the Cy Young this year. He makes quick work of this guy on 3 pitches. That was just too easy.
Into the box now, Ivan De Jesus Jr. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Hit hard towards center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
In now, Raisel Iglesias. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Throw to second, and they get him. So the sacrifice attempt is unsuccessful here. And he's going to make it up to second base there, and it's ball 1. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knee.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. They lead it 2-1. Javier Baez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he will make it there with 2 bases to kick off the home 5th.
Well, needs this ball for 2 bases. And even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get them right back into it.
Trying to hold the lead. High in the air and deep to left center field. Schebler ranging back. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So a two-run shot to left center, and it gives the Cubbies a 3-2 lead.
When you look back on his start, this is one of the few times tonight where he's missed his spot. Here it is on show track. This isn't even close. This is one of those where you know it's trouble right when it leaves your hand.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Jason Hayward will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Hit hard up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. Chris Bryant will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever...
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Anthony Rizzo will dig in now. The 6th man to bat in the inning with still nobody out.
And it's been sort of a domino effect here in this half inning. Nobody wants to be the first guy to make it.
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, and he is one shy of immortality now. 72 on the year, and the lead is now 7-2.
Well, this was just a no-win situation to begin with. This is the absolute wrong guy you want to face with the bases loaded. It's no fun facing him with the bases empty. He unloads on this one.
Kyle Schwarber will be the first one to greet him here with the crowd still buzzing over the grand slam.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to exit a ball game, but time to turn the page here. And now that they've got a new guy in the pitch, they'll at least get a fresh start.
And boy, the Cubs have come to play as this is good for extra bases as well. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Tommy La Stella will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Nice.
Up next for the Cubs,
Addison Russell stands in looking to kick the extra point, if you will, and make this a 7-run inning.
Oh, man, it feels like this inning might never end, Matty.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Phillips on the grass. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
center fielder.
Coming to the plate again, Javier Baez, as he'll bat for the 2nd time in the inning. Takes this the other way to right. Bruce is there to make the catch and mercifully decide. Brandon Phillips will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Lester gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. Now this is popped meekly in the air. Playable on the infield. In there, a base hit. Joey Votto stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Hayward is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out.
And this is not an easy play here in right field because he knows that that sidewall is approaching fast, but he's able to concentrate on the ball and check out the wall at the same time, and he makes a nice running catch near the line.
Here's Jay Bruce now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Cut fastball, and it's back. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
To 2-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Drilled right back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Now batting.
Scott Schebler ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Reds strand a couple. Still 8-2. John Lester will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Into the windup and the pitch. Hard liner toward short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the 1st out.
Now batting. Catcher.
Miguel Montero will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. This is line to left. Schebler is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. A solo shot that time off the bat of Jason Hayward. And a one-time magic number, 61 home runs on the season now, as this is now a 7-run ball game. So as we check it out one more time, remember that for years, 61 was the number to beat, and he's tied it right here. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs tack on. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point.
Shortstop. Zach Kozar.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Baez sprinting after it, 1 away. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA.
Yeah, Matt, there he is. 2nd place in the National League here in the closing weeks. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Ivan De Jesus Jr. is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
1 and 2.
Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Eugenio Suarez will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit hard to short, gloved by Russell. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. Tony Cingrani will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Anthony Rizzo is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. 1 away.
batting, left fielder
Kyle Schwarber gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Sliced hard on the ground to his right. Phillips. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, number
Tommy
2.
LaStella will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. Jose Peraza will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far. They've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Yeah, that's a great job there of knowing your responsibility at the plate. You're down by a bunch here in the 8th, so you need base runners. That's a good first step.
Here's Brandon Phillips, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Gene Machi will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Number 63, Gene.
Hot shot toward third. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Ben Zobrist.
Jay Bruce will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
1-0 count, here it is. Oh, and trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Well, for a relief pitcher, he hasn't given him a whole lot of relief. That's back-to-back singles now since he showed up, and he's in a peck of trouble now.
Here comes the first pitch. Devin Mesoraco stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases loaded here, nobody out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. 1 run scores. And the stop sign will smartly go up at third as they hold the second runner, and they'll again be loaded with still nobody out.
Oh, this is just like a conveyor belt out there now. That's 4 straight hits they've collected here. They'll just all keep moving up a base at a time.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
And he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. Zach Cozart stands in looking to do some work against that big deficit they've got in front of them. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Addison Russell stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 44 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Whatever these guys are putting in their pregame meal, you can be darn sure they're getting the same setup tomorrow. That's 5 home runs as a team now. I mean, these guys are feeling it up there.
Here's Javier Baez. Flying toward right center. And he lays out for it, but he can't pull it in out in deep center field. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
The second baseman, number
Well,
18.
this is all about risk-reward here. It's spectacular if you get a glove on it. If not, you got to get up off the deck and chase it down.
Cingrani pauses. First pitch on the way. Lifted in the air out to right. Bruce giving chase. Oh, no. Looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third, and he is in there.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse now.
And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ryan Matthews will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 41, Ryan
He's
Matthews.
set. Here it comes.
Now playing left field and
Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A two-run home run that time for Jason Hayward. His second of the game as the blowout continues.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He's 1 for 4 for the game. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
And if you're going to work away with a two-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner. So you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
And that's in there, base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Now batting.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep to straightaway right. Bruce looking up. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup's going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
Dexter Fowler will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Dexter Fowler.
First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Peraza is camped under this one. One gone.
Now batting.
Addison Russell stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Javier Baez tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see how he follows it up here.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Runners off for second. Fly ball heading for the alley. Peraza on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. In to score is the runner from first. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, he's got great numbers against the right-handed pitching, hitting over 350 this year.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Into the box now, Miguel Montero, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. From the stretch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third.
And they have definitely blown the lid off of this inning now. That's 10 runs that have come in to score. They put this one well out of reach.
First pitch on its way. Rips this one to first. And that'll get down for a base hit. Jason Hayward picks up another base hit there, and now he's just 2 away from 1,000 for his career.
Well, I've seen quite a few guys close in on big career milestones, Matt. And I tell you, as the numbers get bigger...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 51 on the year as this lead got even wider.
My goodness, it's not too often that you're going to see an outburst like this. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. I don't know if the wind's picked up or everything's out over the middle of the plate, but baseballs are flying all over this place.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Right side and right into the shift. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Now batting, left fielder
Kyle Schwarber stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
He pulls this one into right. Bruce is there to make the catch, and mercifully the back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Neil Ramirez will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Neil Ramirez.
Ivan De Jesus Jr. is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. In tight with the slider, 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the 1st out here in the 9th.
And sometimes up there you just get completely fooled. I mean, I think he changed his mind about swinging at this pitch about 3 different times. Again, you got nothing.